Exactly.
But once again, like you said, you keep pushing this person and pushing this person. It's like, okay, I'm gonna bring out what I have in me. It's not that I have to go and rehearse this or figure out how I'm gonna put this person in my place. It's naturally in you. So you keep pushing me and it's gonna naturally flow out, whereas they're probably thinking, oh, that's not gonna happen. So when it happens and when you take it there with them, I think that hurts more. It's
Greetings and welcome to Tea Vybz Tribe Podcast. My name is Amaru and this is my wife,
Shana. And for those of you that are new to the channel, we are Our Essence of Serenity, and this is our podcast where we like to sip tea and invite you to the table for us to talk about various topics. So would you like to let the people know what we're sipping on?
We are sipping on a tea that boosts the immune system.
And because this is a herbal tea blend, we will have a list of the herbs listed down below. I guess since you're drinking that, I'll go ahead and tell them what the topic will be. So we're basically going to talk about certain characteristics that we both brought into the relationship that rubbed off on the other person in a good way. So you could think of something that was in a bad way?
No.
Oh, because the way you laughed, I was going to say you can.
Notice how you said that, like we emphasize it.
Well, because when you say rub off, like people may tend to think of like, oh, you rubbed me the wrong way.
No, and I got that. What I'm saying is as far as the emphasis on the good.
See.
Yeah.
So, did you want to start first or you want me to start?
It's up to you how you want to do this.
I think I always ask you to start, so I'll go ahead and start it. Okay. So something that not just one thing, but one particular thing that stands out to me that was like a characteristic of yours that has rubbed off on me. And then also let me know if you feel that it has like, oh, I don't know, she probably still needs to work on that, but patience.
Yeah.
You are a very patient person. And I was not a very patient person, but you're very patient. And even in you being patient, it's not so much that you have to, because you have people that think they're patient, and maybe in a sense they are patient when it's like, okay, I need to be patient. And then you have to keep reminding yourself, practice patience. It's okay, practice patience. But it's like, I know from the outside looking in, you'll be patient, and it's as if like you're at peace. Like, regardless of how long something is taking, like, you're patient and you're at peace with it. Like, is that, or are you just really good at?
No, that's, okay. I just let things flow. Okay. I just know based off how I've already perceived certain things as far as the outcome, I just ride the waves.
Now, let me ask you and be honest.
Yeah.
Don't be nice.
No, I'm going to be real with you.
Do you think that has rubbed off on me?
It definitely
Before
has.
You answer that, kind of take time to reflect on something.
No, as you were talking.
Okay.
No, it
you
really
noticed
has.
that it has.
It
okay.
Has. And I'm very, very proud of her too, because it's not like she implements it in the sense of trying to be compatible. Like she does it for herself. Like there's certain things that she's seen that not necessarily just based off improvements, but more so just finding ways along her journey that works more in her favor. So by doing that, her being patient, her being observant to how she feels when whatever situation comes up, I see her handle that way differently now. And it makes me happier because she's not as tense.
Right.
She's not ready to go clean off.
Yeah. Hey, but you know, one thing I have noticed, but I think is more so like you said, making it my own and not so much, okay, he does it this way, so let me do it this way. And this may go back into the ones that may be like, it still qualifies you as being patient if you like, okay, I got to remind myself during this certain particular situation that I'm going through at times, I have to remind myself, be patient. And I think for me, I have to vent at times, like through, like you notice that at times it's like, okay, I have to vent. I know that I'm supposed to be patient, and at the end of the day, that is what I'm gonna stand on. But right now, I have to get this off my chest. And then what do I say? Okay, but I know me. I'm about to pick back up and do what I'm supposed to do. Whereas I don't really see you vent like that. So it is for you. But do you be feeling like at times you need to?
I have to break out of, we'll revert that question to me and I'll answer that. So with her being patient, with me, my patience has always kept me centered, so to speak. It has a way of just keeping me in a place to where I don't come out of my element. And what I mean by that is, because I'm such a patient individual, one of the things that has rubbed off on me from my wife is I can be very passive. And me being passive has...
You feel I'm passive? I was passive?
No. What I'm saying is, you know how... I want to say what I really want to say. I'm trying to keep it...
We can beep it out.
Okay. When get real, it's like you ready to pop off. Whereas with me, right. But what I'm saying is, even now,
there are some moments.
There are moments where it's like it's justified. Like you have every reason to be mad as hell.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, you gotta really push me to that point. Yeah. That's why whenever I get into confrontations, like I warn you, like I just put certain barriers up.
I've seen you say some stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
ooh, they should have known. They wouldn't expect it.
Because I know me. Because once it's out there, it's cutthroat. Like, ain't no filter, ain't no chill. I'm emptying clips.
Yeah.
And I know how that can be because I know me. Like, I can be very petty too. I have a very cruel sense of humor. So if I come off on you, like, you gonna feel the So it's not even the words that you hear. Like, I'm going deep to that soul. Like, that's how I express myself, because it's all about, you should know me enough to know that, for one, I don't deserve you coming at me like that. And this whole situation is just completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
And the very fact that we're even here and I'm having to, once again, put up those warning signs and you just completely disregard it is like, it doesn't make me feel bad, in which back in the day it did. Once I did certain things or said certain things, it would make me feel bad in the sense of, could I handle that differently? But now I'm at a phase. What else I'm saying?
No, I'm being funny. I would have been in your ear saying, "No, you handled that perfectly." Like, some things, you gotta handle that way. Like, don't question it.
And that's what I mean, though. I've evolved more into that, because it's like I'm embracing more of my worth.
Yeah.
It took time for me to see how valuable I am as an individual, as far as how I view myself.
Yeah.
So certain things, you damn right I went off the way I did.
Yeah.
And it was justifiable. And I'm not going to feel guilty as to how it may make you feel in the aftermath. Like, you was dead wrong and I checked you on that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I used to be very, very passive with certain things. But now I don't even wait to just pop off. Like, I just let it be known. And I appreciate you for that.
Look,
you balance me.
Anytime.
Bro.
I'm here to help. But I have noticed, I think with people, with you, when that happens, and before I say this, let's go ahead and get into our sponsored video.
Our sponsors for today are Zenful Vibes, a holistic aspect of Our Essence of Serenity. In today's product, we will be presenting the Elixir. This is a natural concoction that consists of a vast amount of earthly properties infused with both healing and rejuvenating the cellular structure of our unique anatomy. With the assistance of their ancestors and holistic dedication, it is confidently assured to aid and produce miraculous results. This natural compound has been supercharged with high vibrational energy to provide healing properties as far as eliminating pain. This should only be applied as external use only. It should not be taken orally. There are two variations of this elixir. You have the regular, which consists of mimosa bark, arnica, bee oil, and peppermint oil. And then you have the premium, which is more profound, more potent, and more powerful, which consists of everything of the regular, but it also contains snake oil. The type of mimosa utilized in this elixir is from a root tree bark, and it is good for cellular regeneration. It treats wounds, burns, and alleviates pain. The bee oil more so treats arthritis, inflammation. It assists in skin care, assists in backaches, and joint pain. The arnica treats bruises, swelling, broken bones, sprains, healing wounds, muscle aches, joint pain, insect bites. Also good for inflammation, as well as superficial phlebitis. And for those who desire the premium, the snake oil is good for pain relief. It reduces inflammation. It's also good for skin care and muscle aches. For more information about this product, please visit our website, ouressenceofserenity.net, under the tab Zenful Vibes Holistic Products.
And we're back. So like I was saying, I think with you, I think for people, it hurts them more, whereas like with somebody like me, in which I've calmed down a lot, but where it didn't take much, it's like, okay. And I guess for me, because it was a thing of like, I'm genuinely giving you something that's like the niceness that's coming from me. It's kind of like that saying, I'm nice till I'm not. And so once it got to the point to where I could no longer be nice, then you're gonna get that complete opposite. Right. So I think with me handling things in that way, for some people, and I don't know, I don't want to speak for other people, but I think coming from you, it will burn more because they're not expecting that. Exactly. But once again, like you said, you keep pushing this person and pushing this person. It's like, okay, I'm gonna bring out what I have in me. It's not that I have to go and rehearse this or figure out how I'm gonna put this person in my place. It's naturally in you. So you keep pushing me and it's gonna naturally flow out, whereas they're probably thinking, oh, that's not gonna happen. So when it happens and when you take it there with them, I think that hurts more. It's like how I know growing up, I guess because me and my sister were girls, my daddy wasn't necessarily the disciplinary parent. So at times when he had to be, it would hurt more coming from him than my mama. So yeah, but I think in us having those characteristics to rub off on each other, like I feel like it even gave us both balance. And like how I handle my, when I get upset, and it's giving you balance, and how you handle your patience, like you said earlier, like you're working on having those moments of when you need to vent, then, okay, I need to get this off my chest. Yeah, I agree. One of the key values that, like I said, she's helped a whole lot with is me including myself. Because I have a very warrior spirit, and for those who truly know me, they know exactly what I mean by that. So therefore, if something were to happen or something were to pop off, I'll be right there, and at the quick of a dime. But it's because how I fight for the ones I love and care for. So just like I handle certain exes from my past, even to this day, trying to destroy a happy home, I've had to put them in a place. And like she said, like I said some, Man, and my whole thing is, it's like tag team. We can be petty. We tag team the mess. She ain't reached back out since.
It's like, cause that's what I'm saying. Like it's that.
We gave each other trigger. Balance during that,
right? Because we
bounced off each other,
right? Because I'm like. It's expected for you to be doing what you're doing. It is what you did. You know what you lost. Right. But you disrespecting my wife now.
And we had time that day.
Right. So it's a problem. And
we had time that day
you've been turned into a whole nother issue, fam. So
we can have hearts of gold. But as we're both saying, we are establishing that balance. Yeah. And I believe that, I'm quick to tell people sometimes a situation can only be rectified with a cussing out. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny. Sometimes that was ordained for it to be that way. And sometimes it was ordained for you to handle the situation. And you know what? I'm just going to just be calm. I'm not going to be moved. And I don't feel like at times when you curse somebody out is that they, you know, you're being swayed this way or that way, or, you know, you don't have control over yourself. Because, you know, you can, you know, cuss somebody out and be in full control of what you're saying and where it's coming from. But this is the only thing that this person understands. They don't understand niceness. They don't understand when you're trying to be passive about the situation. But I don't feel like passiveness is always a bad thing, depending on the situation, because sometimes being passive is how that situation is supposed to be handled. So, but yeah.
So for those that know, well, you know what it means to be cut off by me. But from individuals...
Not that I know. I'm just saying that because of how he's handled it.
Like how I've handled certain individuals. Right. Like even to this day, if you know I don't with you, it's just best to just stay in your lane. Don't even come at me with the stupid because at this point, it's like I was in my feelings as to how what we had and what we shared made me feel, because you were lacking the very thing that made it what I thought was a bond, which is loyalty. But because you clearly showed your true colors, and now I see that for what it is, it's not even the fact on, okay, this is how I got to handle you. Now I'm at a point to where I actually value myself. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not even going to lower it's not even about standards. I'm not even going to lower my frequencies to deal with that bullshit. Like, if I don't with you, just stay where you at. And you know exactly who you are when I'm saying this. So just miss me with the bullshit.
Let me move out the way so you can see.
You know, it's just sometimes it need to be addressed because certain individuals still reaching out, and it's like you trifling for how you handle certain things. That's on you. That ain't got shit to do with me because I'm living my life and I'm with those who truly love and care for me, which is what I've always deserved and what I always thought I had. But that wasn't the case. But I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, knowing how to truly express myself in the moments rather than just finding ways to keep myself centered, going into a meditative state, keeping my emotions from saying or doing things that I don't want to go completely left with.
Yeah.
I've learned that there are certain times where you got to let that out.
Yeah, you got to go left. Yeah. And just know that you can still be in full control of that. Now, there are times where I feel like we've all experienced to whereas a person or a situation has made us go completely left. And when we went left, we had no control over that. I mean, because yes, we're spiritual, but we're still having a human experience. Right. So that can happen. But I do firmly believe that there's a time where, and typically when they say go left, well, yeah, we're still gonna stick with that, but you're in control of it. Your intentions is to go left. Like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I choose to do because I know this is how this situation has to be handled. Everybody may not agree with that, but that's just my beliefs. But yes, I have to say your patience. Also another thing that I was thinking of about you that has rubbed off on me is how can I put this to whereas I don't make myself look like a bad person prior. Your gift giving. Yeah. Like, you, don't get me wrong, my thing used to be if I was doing something for someone and it was their birthday or Christmas, it would either be me buying what I think they may like, or if they tell me this is specifically what they want, then, you know, okay, that's what I will go buy. Yeah. But so I'm trying to word this in a way to where is it some people will be like, well, she gave me gifts before and was she just buying something? Was there anything sentimental tied from it? And yes, it was. It's just that you've shown me how to really put thought into it. Yeah. I know when we go shopping for people, whether it's their birthday or the holidays, which we celebrate the holidays because I love the holidays, and that's the sacrifice that he make. And tune in because we'll be doing a podcast on that when the holidays come. But actually putting thought into it. Yeah. and it shows me like, okay, as far as making sure that you study that person, that you're listening to their likes, so that when you buy them things, it's like they really can feel the thought that you put into the gift, the effort that you put into the gift, and they really feel like, okay, this person really sees me. So that's one thing that, well, not just one thing, I keep saying one thing, but that's one of the many things from you that have rubbed off on me. So yeah,
I've always believed in, if you're going to give a gift to somebody, it should be based off the meaning. Like it should have some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? It should have some unconditional is what I'm looking for. Unconditional reasoning behind why you would want to give somebody a particular gift that ties into who they are as an individual and what they mean to you. Right. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that.
Of course, of course. So at this time, we would like to invite you all to like this video, comment, share this video, because you never know who this message is meant to reach, and you don't want to get in the way of the universe conveying that message to them. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we post content. Also, you want to subscribe because every month we do a monthly predictions video, which is basically us talking about the energy of the month that we pick up on. Be sure to check out our website, www.ouressenceofserenity.net. I don't know why I always say the www, but I'm so used to saying it. Where we make high vibrational handcrafted jewelry. We also do custom pieces. This is actually a piece that my sweetness just created yesterday.
Oh, it was a collaboration piece. Like, this is one of the pieces that
you got on Etsy, but you added on.
I've added things to it.
And you did the beading.
And I did the beading, yeah.
So we also do custom pieces. We do we write blogs. We have so much stuff on our website. Check out our artwork. I feel like every time I bring up the website, I'm leaving something off because we do a lot. Check out our merch. Also, we have our Zenful Vibes products, which is what you saw sponsored in this video. So be sure to go to our Zenful Vibes product tab and check that out. I feel like I'm missing something else. Am I?
You ask me that every time, and it sounds
and then
as
something
if you
pop
do.
up, but nothing is popping up. But I think I am missing something. Follow us. I'm always forgetting to follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
And until next time, you all take care. And what do they need to do, sweetness?
Stay lifted. And before we go, there's something I want to set the tone with. Don't base how a relationship or how a bond ends in just forgiveness. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people can do you wrong or do you dirty. And it's like, because they forgiven it or they chalked it up to somebody forgiving them, such as religions, that doesn't mean anything. I truly believe in atonement. If you do somebody wrong, you go to that person and you express to them why you did what you did. And then from there, you can see how it goes on from there. But if you do not atone, it means nothing.
So don't just reach out like it never happened.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Just asking for a friend.
Right.
I am just playing, but he is serious. But yes, I'm just playing with that.
Dead serious. Like, if I cut you off and you know why I cut you off, it's simply because you're not doing your part in atoning. And I ain't got time for it. Yeah. So since we were on that subject. But
and what do they need to do?
Stay lifted.
All right. No.